Hey, Tim Blankenship here with Divorce661.com. And today I want to talk to you about some fraud that I discovered from another paralegal company. This happened to be in the San Fernando Valley. If you listen to our podcast or read our blog or even watch our videos, you know how I'm always talking about needing to hire a company that is a registered legal document assistant. Other than attorneys in the state of California, only legal document assistants who are registered and licensed and all that good stuff, are the only ones that can help you with your divorce. You cannot use a paralegal for your divorce. As much as, even if you search for a divorce paralegal, our company will come up because I have to do that. Otherwise, you won't find us. But a paralegal has to be supervised by an attorney. Legal document assistants don't. The problem is this industry is unregulated and no one really is paying attention to these folks operating these illegal businesses. So I want to tell you a story. We had a client call us, say that they were coming from another company, that they had hired a company to help them with their divorce. That turned out not to be licensed or registered, and they weren't even supposed to be in business. But what happened was they didn't complete their divorce case. They stopped getting a hold of them. They stopped communicating with them. The paperwork that they had completed for them when he came in to our office, everything was completely wrong. So we had to start his case over. So we fixed everything on his case. And then he says, what's funny is I was referred to this company by my coworker. I'm going to call her and tell her what happened here because we had to do his case completely over. So she calls me, she comes in, her paperwork's a mess. We have to complete her entire case all over from scratch again. And get to talking to her, I'm looking at her online case summary, which is if you log into the court's website and you put the case number in, you can see what documents have been filed. And it turns out that a fee waiver had been filed for her. And a fee waiver is when you ask the courts to waive the court fee, so you don't have to pay $435 to the court. And this was of interest to me because she was a six-figure earner and would not qualify for a fee waiver because you have to be very, very low income. And she had no idea that a fee waiver had been filed. So what happened is, what this company's game is, they paid their fee to them, and instead of putting the $435 to the court, they kept it, and in turn forged a fee waiver. And this is a big deal to forge a fee waiver because you have to doctor up your expenses, you have to state what your income is, and you have to provide pay stubs. So what they had, they had to go to great lengths. And I guess that, it's very profitable for them to come up with fake expenses, come up with a fake expense sheet, come up with fake pay stubs, submit that to the court, and then pocket that $435 that should have gone to the court. When you do criminal acts like this, it'll eventually one day come to bite you, and I'm going to ensure, I've already contacted the courts, and we're addressing it with the courts, because what happened is when I look back at the other guy who had come in, who were referred by these two coworkers, both of them had fee waivers filed on their behalf that they did not file. So obviously this is something that's systematic with this company that they do on a regular basis, and who knows how much fraud they've committed with the court. So I have written a letter to the court supervisor at Central, which they appear to be filing all the cases at, to let them know what's happened on these cases, that they didn't qualify for a fee waiver, that fee waivers were forged and doctored somehow, and to let them know who this company is. I don't know what resources the court has to chase down the company like this. My guess is none, but I'm sure they certainly would want to know that this is occurring at the court. So point of the story is, make sure you are working with a registered legal document assistant. Legal document assistants are the only people who can help you with your divorce other than an attorney in California. If it's just a paralegal company, they cannot help you. There's thousands of them out there. In fact, there's probably more paralegals than actually registered legal document assistants because it's hard to obtain the license and maintain the license. You have to have experience, work for the courts, an education, college degree, work with the courts. There's a lot of things you have to do. That's why these people don't have these licenses. So if you're listening to this, use our service. I'm just going to come right out and say that. I'm not going to say make sure you use a registered company, legal document assistant company. Just use us. I mean, there's no reason not to. We can help you anywhere in California. We serve all the courts. So just watch out. You got to be careful. Do your due diligence, and we'll talk to you on the next episode. Talk to you soon.